Good evening, guys. Hope you're having an amazing day. It is Ping here. Today I am in the city of Bodrum, which is right on the coast here in Turkey. It's a very expensive city. There's a lot of tourists here, but we're gonna go and try and find some local Turkish food. I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna eat. I don't know what to expect. We're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna see what we can find, and hopefully the ending for today will be a delicious one. All right, let's go eat. So here in Bodrum, one of the things you have to try here is their fish. They are right on the coast. They are known for selling very famous fresh fish.
Levrek, Sivas.
Levrek, Sivas. So this one is small sea bass, that one is big sea bass.
Yeah, small.
Okay, can I get one of the 20 lira? Yes.
Okay, tamam. Dorado, no dorado, Sivas, tamam.
Yeah, sea bass. Sea bass is good. So I've just come to a stall known as Senol Balıkçılık, and you'll get your fish, then you'll go over to one of the restaurants and they'll cook the fish for you. So I got sea bass and he said that's his favorite. So I'm very excited because this is gonna be a delicious fish meal. Yes, please. Yes, please. First stop of the day, we've come to a place known as Ata Balık. They're literally right across from the fish store. And I got a meze, which are these like intro platters, which I've heard are really famous here in Bodrum. And of course the fish. The fish looks really, really good. It's grilled, it looks so crispy. Oh, and it's just freshly caught today. I'm gonna first start off with the meze. We got a sea bean. It's like this green sort of thing. There's some garlic on top. I'm not exactly sure what sea bean is. I've never seen something like this, so let's go ahead and try this out. It's like a very gelatinous, like jello-like texture. The garlic is really good acidity. Oh, that's actually really, really nice. Not much sea flavor, but I think that might have to do with the garlic, which helps season the entire thing. But wow, that's delicious. Next, we've got the sea bass, and I'm so excited. We're gonna squeeze some lemon on top first. Oh, this is gonna be so, so delicious. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut off a small little piece. Oh, look at that white fish flesh. Oh, just coming right off the bone. Oh, this is gonna be such a great piece of fish. The fish owner said that this fish was his favorite type of fish, so I had very high expectations. It was just caught today here in Bodrum. Our first bite of Bodrum fish. Let's try it out. They didn't do anything to it. They didn't add salt. They didn't add pepper. The fish is so fresh. Like, there's no seafoody flavor to it at all. Skin is super crispy. That's from the char grilled sort of time on the fire. But wow, I mean, that fish inside, the flesh itself, really fresh, really nice and meaty a little bit. The skin is super crispy, and with that hint of that lemon juice, oh, that acidity helps to cut down on the fatness of the sea bass. But oh yeah, I totally understand why the owner said this was his favorite fish. Bodrum is famous for seafood, and if you go down to the docks, you'll see they're charging you like 40, 50 for a fish, or maybe even a couple hundred. This is just 20 liras right here at a local market, getting it from there, bringing it here, grilling it and eating it, which I think is a much more local and a much more affordable option. And wow, I'm sure the standards are the same. I mean, that is delicious. Sea bean is delicious. Oh, and there is a piece of bread, and it's so yellowy and buttery. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take the bread, take a small piece of fish. Let's try this out. Oh, that is probably the best bite you can get here in Bodrum. There's nothing more Bodrum-y than fish, bread, and some mezes, because wow, That is the defining dish here in Bodrum. Absolutely delicious, stunning. Wow, I'm gonna finish this off and then we're gonna go head to our next stop. What is this? Chicken?
No, no.
Lamb? Beef? Oh, lamb. That was kofta, right? Okay, then I'll get one rice.
Nice.
Anything else you say is good? Alright, then I'll get one of that as well.
Ne veriyorsun abla?
Next stop we've come to today is a place known as Nazik Ana restaurant. They're a local lokantasi serving up some home-cooked dishes. Although it is a bit pricey, for 3 of them it was 47 liras, which is, compared to other parts in Turkey, it's a little bit more expensive, but Bodrum is more of a touristy town, so I guess that's why it's more expensive. But we've gotten 3 dishes. We have the pilaf, the kofta, and then there's a meat dish. Lamb, he said, but the lamb looks really, really delicious. I'm gonna go in for the lamb first. I mean, just looking at it, that is so tender. Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna put some of the lamb on top of the rice. Oh, this is gonna be such a good bite. Let's try it out. Oh. 2 words, home cooked. That is just like a home cooked stew. I mean, the lamb just breaks apart. Like, you do not need to chew that. That is on the list of, if you don't have teeth, this is something you can eat. But the sauce, it's so deep, it's so flavorful, it's really homey. There's no artificial ingredients. It's just really, really simple home cooking. Oh yeah, that meat is really, really good. Really, really soft, really tender, and then the flavor is just spectacular. It's really, really just home-cooked, simple, good food. Next, the kofta. Now, if you remember the other lokantasi we've gone to, kofta is like in a creamy, yellowy sauce. This is different. This is in like a red, I'm guessing like maybe a pepper or tomato sauce. So when I saw that it was different, I knew I had to try it. God, this looks delicious. Let's try it out. The kofta itself, nice and meaty. It's really, really bouncy on the inside, but the sauce is like so vegetably. It's so like peppers, herby, potatoey, carroty. No tomatoes, but wow, that red pepper flavor is really, really strong and it's flavored really, really well. Oh yeah, this sauce here is delicious for the kofta. I've never had a sauce like this for the kofta, but wow, that is really, really good. If you want some good local Turkish home-cooked food, this is the place to come here in Bodrum. It's a touristy town, but you can still find delicious local food here. Next stop of the day, we've come to a place known as Meshur Aslan Sirin Doner, and they have a very big doner over there. Now what's unique about the doners here in Bodrum is that they have a very unique one called Sirin Doner, and they have potatoes essentially sandwiched in between the meat layers. And you can see that when they're cooking it on the spit over there, that you have a layer of meat, and you have like some potatoes, onions, tomatoes, the meat, the potato layer, meat, the potato layer. So it's really, really unique. You can only find it here in Bodrum. So I knew I had to try this out. I got the wrap, so it has the meat inside, but then it's wrapped up. It looks really, really delicious. I can't wait to give this a try. Let's try it out.
Ağaca kadar bizim istediğiniz yere oturabilirsiniz. Veya başka bir şey de istiyorsanız pide, pizza, lahmacun.
I would say that there's nothing spectacular about the meat itself. I mean, you probably get this anywhere else in Turkey, but what really stands out are the vegetables. They're so smoky. Like I said, they're cooking the vegetables with the meat in between the meat sandwiches. So essentially all the meat juices get absorbed by those vegetables and they become so greasy, so oily, so smoky. This is a really unique way, I think, of having doner. It's a really intelligent way to make vegetables more appealing. What really stands out to me is the number of peppers they have. They have like, I think, some green peppers, some red peppers. So in that vegetable layer, it's not just potatoes and onions. They have peppers, and that peppery flavor, that texture, it adds a different dimension to the doner itself. I love the addition of the peppers. Great, great addition. Like I said, You can only find this in Bodrum, I think only in this area of Turkey. So you want to find this type of doner kebab. It's really difficult to do that in like Istanbul or Antalya. So if you want to get this, you have to come here and get it. This shop is supposed to be one of the best places to get it, and yeah, it definitely lives up to the hype. The vegetables are super smoky, so if you love smoky vegetables, some oily grilled vegetables, then this is the perfect place for you. Next up, we're at a place called Yunuslar Karadeniz. They're like a cake shop, like a bakery, and I've heard that their cheesecake, their San Sebastian cheesecake, is supposed to be some of the best here in Bodrum. Taking a piece, let's try it out. Oh. That is the lightest, creamiest cheesecake I think I've ever had. It is literally creamy. It is literally almost like a liquid on the inside. It's not even solid. Like, you know how they say like cheesecake is like bouncy? This one's not bouncy. This one's just liquid. It is literally liquid. It's that soft. It's so smooth. Oh wow. That might just be the best cheesecake I've ever had. Seriously. Just a simple classic cheesecake, no additional flavoring, but the liquidy soft cheese is just so sweet, and it's just, yeah, it's liquid. That's the best way I can describe it. Don't even need to chew, just swallow it in. Creamiest cheesecake I think I've ever had in my life. That is without a doubt one of the creamiest cheesecakes I've ever had. It was 20 liras, a little bit expensive, and the shop has been around since 1876. So it's a really old shop. They know what they're doing, and you can clearly tell in the cheesecake. That was so good. But we're not done. We still have one more dessert to go. Let's go find it. Final dessert of the day, we've gone for something called lokma, also only found here in Bodrum. It's like these fried dough things, and I just went to this stall right on the seaside. There's tons of stalls selling the same thing, so it doesn't really matter where you go to. But it's just like these really sweet, syrupy fried dough balls. I'm assuming it's gonna taste like a donut, but let's give this a try. That is literally diabetes in a bite. It's literally a fried donut ball. There isn't really much to it. It's really sweet. It's not very doughy or floury. It's actually quite airy on the inside, but yeah, these are just tiny little balls. A whole box of these, small box, cost 15 lira, but they're really sweet. You know, you would definitely get diabetes from eating too much of this, that's for sure. It's super sweet. So if you're not really for the sweet type, if you want to be healthy, you better stay away from this, because this will be really bad if you're trying to cut down on carbs or lose weight or anything like that. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this up. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more food and travel videos. Bodrum has had so much delicious food so far, and I'm excited to continue exploring it in the next video. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.